bruh. If somebody talk too much, I'm like, nigga, shut up, bruh.
Like
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I'll
Exactly.
listen though. I'll
And
be
you know
like,
how people be like, oh, you're so quiet. And you be like, I wish you were quiet too. That was a tweet that I saw on
ooh,
Twitter, but like it was so
Yes,
true.
bruh. Yes, I think I just seen that too. I'll be like, relax, bruh.
You talk too
Relax.
much.
Relax.
Get to the
Relax.
point.
Because you're not even saying that right now. You're not even saying that right now. I promise you, you're
Exactly.
not.
what are you talking about?
All in audio experience.
Wait. He says not. You
It's
didn't
another.
think of that. But okay.
Okay.
Actually, it's your
Ask
turn to
your
go.
question.
It's your turn to go first. Well,
Oh, okay. Well, she still gotta ask the question because
all
I
right.
wasn't recording
Bet,
yet.
bet, bet, bet.
Okay, so what are some deal breakers in a relationship
Deal
for you guys?
breakers. This is a good one. This is a real good
Bum, bum.
one. I got
Um,
one I can start with. No lob it to you. My first deal breaker. I think the nose is a big thing with like attraction.
The what?
Like your nose, like the way somebody smells, like is
oh,
very
okay,
Oh,
big.
okay.
Like for me, like I really like when the girl smells like a girl.
wait,
And
what?
that sounds like not like in like a weird way, just like if you don't smell good, like you don't smell like
Are you
real.
talking about like if the thing is stink? You said when the girl smell like a
No,
girl?
not even
No,
on
no,
the.
like her
Oh,
whole person.
Yeah,
oh,
Like
yeah,
if
just
you
on
meet
the.
somebody, you
oh.
like, oh,
You ever just been
Okay.
by somebody, be like, damn, you smell good.
I was
Like,
like, what?
yeah, bro. Like, and your breath too. Like,
I
if your
never
breath
thought
kicking for
about
whatever
that.
reason, I'm just gonna be like, you feel me? It's over with. So that's the deal breaker physically. I know there's other deal breakers. I feel like you were more hinting at, like maybe like relationship wise, but that's the first thing that came to mind.
Mm.
Like attraction wise, if I'm just out and I'm like, oh, you look good, I get up close.
Mm.
Ah,
Okay. This is one of my deal breakers. I'm gonna give two. If this girl is aggressive, no, I do not like aggressive women.
Exactly.
All right, do not put your hands on me. All right, for no reason unless you plan, and it's all good. Okay. Um,
I'm crying.
because these women be thinking they can bully somebody like me. Like, no, bro.
I feel that because I always be like, nah, I like to be like the pursuer, like the hunter. Yeah. But if somebody fine, I ain't gonna be like, nah. So it'd be like that. But
Okay,
I
so
feel that though. I feel that.
being aggressive. Okay,
How do
number two. Okay, I'm gonna say my second one real
okay.
quick. If this person like is in a lot of drama, I would say that's something. Cause like, yeah, it's just that gives you a lot of like about that person. Like, if they are oftentimes like, either talking about somebody, that's just like,
It's
I
hard to
can't
do this
really.
with you because I know almost everybody you done dated. You say that got me weak, but
Dang, you just called him out on everything.
Oh no, that's how you feel.
no, man, my bad,
Dang, who all done dated that's been like that though?
my bad. I just remember those Sparkman days. But I
Well,
don't know.
she wasn't like that when I first met her. Okay,
Yeah.
at least that's not what I found. Okay, well, that's
What do
long
we do,
over.
Candy? What do we do? But continue, continue. So you don't like drama?
I don't like drama because I'm one of those people that I don't like
I feel
conflict
you.
and I
What's
don't
something like
like to be upset.
interpersonal though, like between you and them that you just don't like?
Mm,
Sorry, we just done hijacked your question, but
we
we
didn't
over here debating.
hijack the whole question between me and her. Mm. Um, so just like one of those things, like if I want somebody that's ambitious, if I see somebody that's like, okay, they just going with the flow, and it's not like, yeah, I go with the flow, but you don't have a plan, you don't have an idea of what you want to do at all.
Just don't care.
You don't care about your next steps. You are content with where you are. If you are content with where you are, I'm gonna look at you, and this gonna be the last date. Okay, no.
This guy. I think. All right, so I think that's a good one because, like, for me, I thought for the longest, like, I mean, if like you handling your stuff, you paying your bills, like I ain't tripping. But like as I got older, I was like, it really nagged at me. Like if I just felt like you weren't ambitious enough, like nigga, you ain't got to take over the world, but Lord, like what's your passion? You feel me? Like what you got going that you really into, bro? Because you're not finna be worried. You not finna be sitting at home worrying about what I'm doing all day. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one for me. You got to answer the question too.
Um,
What's a deal breaker for you?
I have three. Well, I have a couple, but
Oh,
you
she
know,
Girl,
said
have the
she got
top
about
three. You
she got
know,
about 10.
girls be having
Hold
deal
on.
breakers, bro. Girls be cutting niggas off for the simplest of things.
man,
You see the way that nigga tie his shoes?
Look at
Ugly.
his
Fuck
shoes.
no.
Okay.
it depends. One deal breaker for me is being emotionally unstable. I'm not
Mm.
dealing with that. Absolutely will not.
Okay, I feel that.
Two, I don't want to be with somebody that doesn't give me my personal space.
Mm.
Cause we feel like up under each other all the time. Then I'm gonna get tired of you and I'm gonna be irritated. So it's like me have my space every now and then we'll be cool. Third one is hygiene. I'm really big on
Oof.
hygiene. I don't like musty. My nose is really sensitive. So if I smell a whiff of something,
I feel good.
it's a wrap.
I feel it. I feel it.
And the fourth one, I forgot what the fourth one was, but
We'll edit it. Let's edit it. But nah, I feel it. Those are some good ones. Those are some good ones. I think dang, it goes right there. One for me.
oh, I remember.
Okay.
A deal breaker for me, let's just say, I'm with somebody and we have a disagreement and they don't try to like see the wrong in what they did and
Mm.
try to like blame it on me. So,
They're not
like I
accountable.
said, communication, like not having good communication, that's a deal breaker for me.
Mm.
Oh, I see that. Have y'all ever? Ones for me is like competitiveness. Like I'm a competitive person. Don't get me wrong. Like I always competed my whole life, but I don't want to have to compete with my girl. Like I
He
don't
don't
know.
want to get sunned by his girl.
It's not even that, bro. But it's like
But
when we get in an argument, like I don't know. I just don't like having a girl that's always trying to argue about something and prove a point. Like, bruh, I'm just talking, bruh. Like, I'm not trying to, like, okay, if you need to point out the fact that what I said was my opinion, not a fact, fine. But can we leave it at that? Like, we ain't got to go into like this big dialogue about it. And so it's just something I noticed. Like, I don't know. It just seems like some women really need to be competitive with. Like, I'm like, bruh, like, I don't care that much. I don't know. That's just something I noticed.
that's a good point. That's a
I
good
just don't want to be in like I don't want to come home and be in competition still. Like, cause half the time, like whatever you doing at your job, whatever, you button heads with a motherfucker all day. So I don't want to come home and still be doing that. That's
Yeah.
my thing.
You
I just
want
thought
y'all
of
to
a
have
different
that
one too.
common ground.
What'd you say?
I just thought of another deal breaker.
Uh oh,
I
she
don't.
got 10.
She's like
Oh
tired of these.
my god.
I'm tired of them.
Count them out.
Continue.
Like
Go ahead.
I don't like guys who are like really, 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 really into themselves. Cause it's like if you
Conceited.
think you look better than me, we got a problem right here. You
I'm
spend more
Ooh.
weak.
time in the mirror.
Ooh.
That's true. Facts. Facts.
Like I
Ooh.
like guys who like feel good about themselves and like to look nice, but it's like there's no need for you to think that you look better than me. You know what I mean?
You don't want no
So
pretty. You don't want no pretty ending. That's what you're saying. No pretty. Like too pretty. I
they'll
feel.
do.
It's conceited. Like they just
Yeah.
Yeah,
arrogant. They just think
conceited.
they
Yeah,
all of that in a
Facts.
bag of
yeah,
chips.
Facts. I feel like
yeah. That's a
I feel
turn
like there's
off.
balance because yeah, I don't feel that like you don't. I don't even think you want a girl that's just too into herself, but you don't want a girl that's like not into herself at all because then she's
Yeah,
like super insecure and it's like you
Mm.
always trying to, nah, babe, you look great,
yeah.
you look great, like
You're looking
I
good.
know I look good. You ain't gotta tell me.
facts. Because I,
Shoot.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Facts. It's like I wouldn't be with you if you wasn't, because nigga, I'm great. Nigga,
Mhm.
fuck. First of all, but at the same time, yeah,
First off,
that's a
I
good one.
ain't no
That's a good one.
bum.
Any more deal breakers? What's a deal breaker on the first date? And what's something like? Because these are some deep ones. I feel like that you get to after like you've been talking with somebody for a while.
Man, I
What's a deal
remember,
breaker on the
man.
first date?
That just made me remember. It was this one guy. I was like, we weren't really talking, but we were getting to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if I asked him, but okay. So I asked him like, do you talk to other people? And he was like, well, I do entertain a couple of other girls. And I was like, oh, well, this is already done. I was thinking that.
I'm
And
weak.
then on the first date, if he tries to like have sex with me, it's done and over. Because
Cutthroat.
I wouldn't want to be in a relationship where the foundation is sex.
Mm.
Yeah,
Because
for
then it
sure,
becomes toxic. So
for sure.
Strictly physical.
yeah.
Okay. For me, I would say, hmm, hmm. On the first date.
Dum 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 dum
Dee,
dum
dee,
dum
dee,
dum
dee,
dum
dee.
dum 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 dum
Damn.
dum dum dum.
I would say somebody that is like too like okay, so for me, I'm somebody that's like not really that talkative, right? I'm not that talkative. So I do want somebody that can kind of talk, carry a little conversation because I'm not the best with it. So, if it's two people like myself, it's kind of I can be awkward sometimes if we not like clicking, if we don't have the same vibe. So it's got to be, either we got the same vibe, we vibing, or somebody that can kind of
Overcompensated.
carry a little bit of the conversation because I'm just not this,
Oh,
I
we.
don't know. I think that's a deal breaker. That's been happened to me where it's just been me and this person being awkward, and
Which y'all just staring at each other.
Yeah.
then it was just like
Making sudden movements, like those sudden movements.
uh,
Awkward.
we just
Yeah.
trying to pull something. We just trying to pull something out. We just trying to figure out what is it.
No, nigga, you do something.
You bust a move. No, yeah. So I
We.
think it's just like my personality, which it might not be for you, but for me, like somebody, either we got to be vibing, we got to be kind of in sync, where we are the same person, but we not awkward, but
Bro,
or
yeah, I
somebody
guess
that can carry the
mine's the
conversation.
opposite. But one of my last one, I guess, would be I guess somebody who just they put too much emphasis on whatever it is, like and it's gonna lead to my next one, but somebody who's like they take themselves too seriously. And
Mm.
like because I know
Mm.
I've even been guilty about this, like like it's been like specific periods of my life where I'm like super worked up in school, this, that, and the other, and I'm just like, bruh, life is like what it is, bruh. Like God gonna take you to where you need to be. But like when I'm just around somebody who's like just
Too uptight.
too uptight,
Lighten up.
like
Oh,
they
they don't know
take
how to laugh or have fun.
yeah, like the date is about everything but having fun. Like if I'm on a date with
Mm.
Yeah.
somebody and it's just like you trying to hit off this checklist of like yada 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 yada, and I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
Oh heck no.
Funny thing is, I'm not gonna talk to you after this. So, but and it's not
This
even
will
like
be
trying
the
to be
person
mean,
to
but it's
laugh.
just like, bro, like if the biggest thing about the date was like it was supposed to be fun, bro. Like you don't even know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You don't even know you're gonna be here tomorrow. So you worried about all this stuff, but you ain't even have fun. So
Mhm.
that'd be my thing. Like whatever you
When
doing,
you like, okay, when you with me, have fun.
have
Okay.
fun.
Rule
Have
number
have
one.
fun. Have fun. Cause
Okay.
guess what?
That's what's up.
We
That's
don't
what's
even know if we gonna ever speak again. So there's
up.
that. So uh okay, my next one was marriage. We
Oh
gonna bring
God.
up the marriage topics. So
Okay.
I guess my first question would be do you date to marry?
Hmm.
That ain't even a question.
It is a
Oh,
question.
she
No,
said
Twitter
that
like,
ain't
argues
even a
about it every
question.
what are we
months.
dating for? And like wasting each other? Well, I mean, some people are
So we got
lessons,
to date to
but
marry. So we got to date to marry.
if we dating, we get married. So I mean, it is what it is. Well, I mean, maybe not for everybody, but
That's not everybody. That's not
it's like
everybody.
yeah,
So
some
it's a
people are
fair
lessons,
question. It's a
but I
fair
mean,
question.
That's a tough question for real.
It's not. It's just.
I guess
It
it is
don't
what
gotta
it
be
is.
tough, but I'm saying everybody's answer's not the same. I'm gonna say this. I don't necessarily date to marry. So
I,
you said you do date to marry. So we
see,
are
the
different.
problem with me is like I'm a very loyal person. Like I don't cheat. I don't do any of that stuff.
Hmm.
So I know like if somebody's for me, I know it's
For
the
sure.
right person. So
Mhm.
it would break my heart to see a relationship end and it not work out, and then see them with somebody else and they have the opportunity to be with that person. That would just break my heart. So of course I would
But
date to marry, but I mean,
you can be a loyal person and still not date to marry. Because I consider myself loyal to like the people I've dated in the past. Like as far as like if they ever need me, I'm here. Like, and I'm not just loyal to like the people I date. I'm loyal to my folks. Like if my homeboy need me, I got him. You know what I'm saying? My
mhm.
homeboy, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's about loyalty. I think it's just about how attached are you to like the outcome of whoever you dating with.
Mm.
I think it just depends. Like as you get older, you learn like different things from different people.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's just something about the hurt that you feel when you're not with the person that you want to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but you learn from it, so it's whatever.
No, that's real. That's real. That's real. I feel like everybody. That's not something that's just you though. Like people are like everybody hurts. Even if you like, you ever been talking to somebody that's like, this might not lead to like happily ever after, but you still feel some type of way about them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I mean, that's normal. That's normal. I mean,
That's
that's life though. You should want to feel stuff.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
it's fun to feel stuff.
yeah.
So you are a date to marry though. We can.
I don't know. I mean, even though I'm like pushing 30 and stuff,
That don't mean
I would
anything.
be okay if the situation didn't work out or an entanglement or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
entanglement.
But, but I
Entanglement.
mean, I don't know. I just feel like you get tired of doing that after a while, like the constant things not working out.
Mm.
I mean, as you get older, it's like
Mm.
okay, I want to settle down.
I
But
feel it. I feel it. I feel like people settle down at different ages, though. I mean, I feel like because I mean, from my experience, I feel like I know plenty of people who got married and then got divorced. So I mean, at the end of the day, if you ended up in the same spot,
mhm.
Mm.
But you got a point though. I feel like dating to marry, you really have to like understand yourself as a person. So
hmm
That's
you
very
know,
true.
I think it just depends on the situation.
for sure,
It depends.
for sure. Trenton,
Well,
Mitch,
for me, if it comes down
yeah, I like that
to,
shit.
oh my goodness. So if like I'm dating a person, I'm definitely like intentional with like this trying to work long term for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just dating just to for it to be temporary for me. You know, if we dating, you know, I intentionally want this to work, potentially to get married. That's what it is. So I guess date to marry. I guess. I guess.
I feel it. I feel it. And
But like I'm not one of those people like it's gonna be like, okay, if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna
so,
be
has every
like
person you've dated been somebody you consider yourself like potentially marrying them?
not maybe not the first person I was with,
How many people have
but
you dated? Because we're just throwing
well,
stats out there.
hmm, what is dating? What is dating?
This boy trying to redefine. This boy trying to bring Merriam-Webster out. You know what
Okay,
dating
okay,
is.
y'all give me what dating is for
You
real
dated
though.
about 3 people.
Okay, yes. Okay.
This is
You
what you
ain't have
do
to
when
throw out my
when you know
number.
niggas.
You ain't have to throw out my number 'cause now. Okay, so now look, I'm gonna say this: there's only been a few that I've dated, a couple that I've dated that I felt like
All right.
after it was over, there is potential, and there. Okay, it could have been something else if I didn't do what I did.
All right, my brain hurts. So we just gonna put you as date to
Date to marry.
marry.
Like if it's serious, I'm dating to marry, and if I'm dating to me is we are in a relationship. Some people think that dating is just talking.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
dating and talking are two different things. People seem to not understand
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
Like
No.
there's like I meet the person, then you talk to the person, and it seems like the talking stage is like the final boss. Like you got to get past.
All right, so we gonna have to dial it back for y'all illiterate motherfuckers. I love y'all, but okay. So there is dating, there's casual dating, which is going on dates. You can date multiple people. You can call up Suzanne on Friday and take
Suzanne.
out Teresa,
Shirlene.
Shireen and Teresa on Thursday and Wednesday. I don't give a fuck. And then there is in a committed relationship, which is what we are talking about when we're talking about dating to marry.
Okay.
But if you are just out here dating to meet people, if you're just out here dating to meet people, do you guys, let me get that out of the way. Do you guys consider every person you are dating to meet a potential marriage partner?
No.
No.
Heck no.
Okay. I mean, it's not a bad thing if you do, because I mean, some people are out here like every person. Like I'm screening you for a life partner. So I'm saying like, if that's what you like want, that's fine too. You feel me?
Yeah, no. They, no.
There is no wrong
I
answers. This
know.
is your life.
Exactly.
Y'all
For
looking at me
me,
like
for
this
me,
nigga
no.
tripping. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, we saying dating is like somebody you're in a committed relationship with. Y'all been on dates and y'all like, I like you. We gonna keep it right here for a little second.
For me, it's just like we like each other. Let's just date. Like this is not make this any more complicated than it has to be.
Okay.
So,
Nigga, don't talk to no other bitch. I'm gonna cut you. But all
like
right.
I said, communication. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Communication.
So.
Communication. And I feel that. I feel that. I think I don't know if I'm the date to marry person.
So you just be dating to waste people's time, basically.
No.
Ooh.
No. No.
Hit him with it.
No.
Hit him with it.
No. But I think the only
Mm.
person I think there's only been one person that I was like, all right, we got to do it. We can do it, but we ain't got to do it. I'm playing. No, no, no. There's been times like there's been times where I was like, yeah, like I really could see myself marrying this person, but everybody else, like I'm very straightforward and open book, so I'll be like, we can kick it. So, but I do enjoy dating people, and if somebody was like, I'm into marriage. I think marriage is beautiful. I think marriage can be very beautiful with the right person. But I
Mhm,
have
mhm.
seen plenty of marriages that didn't work out. So
Yeah.
comments from the peanut gallery.
So, speaking of marriage, I'm gonna ask all this. I'm gonna answer my question first, but then I'm gonna ask y'all.
Okay,
But
sounds good.
I personally don't want like a crazy big wedding. I really just want to have a really nice dinner,
Hmm.
like with a nice table decorated and
Okay.
all.
I thought you
You
had
know,
some shade to say. You had you.
oh no, I didn't have no shade. But like everybody's like changing how they want to get married. So I really want to have like a really really nice dinner with like my closest friends. I want it to be like really intimate.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about doing this big huge wedding when I could just have my closest friends and
I feel
family.
like that'd be dope.
Mm.
So
I don't think we don't get too much to say in that, do
now, what would y'all do?
We don't get no say for real. It just be like, all right, here is the plans.
Open your checkbook, London.
Open your checkbook. Like it didn't completely went away from like the bride's parents paying for everything, and
You know,
now it's
super
like
old school, like yeah.
open your checkbook. Okay, but anyways, now
Um, if I'm okay, so if I'm like if I'm doing my thing and I'm like making my money, let's say that, and I'm doing my thing and I'm whatever, then I wouldn't mind having a bigger wedding because I mean I probably have met more people, but for the most part, I don't think I'm gonna have too many folks like anybody who know me. Like I keep my
Hmm.
stuff pretty. So I mean,
Yeah.
it probably just be me and my homies.
yeah, we gonna get lit. We gonna
We
go
gonna
to the
get
strip club. We gonna have some hook. No, I'm
Exactly.
just kidding.
Throw some ones in the
you feel me?
Oh
Probably
man,
not get married because I'm tripping, getting in
And
trouble
when I
and shit.
say fancy dinner, I'm talking like top tier.
top
Then
tier.
like
We,
you gotta get dressed up
I
with the
mean, but
36-inch ponytail and the
I can see myself like doing some super fancy stuff for a small amount of people. I can
Mm-hmm.
see
yeah.
myself doing that because I like to spend some money. You feel me? You
Mm-hmm. He ain't afraid. So yeah, for me, I would love for it to be. I love to be outside. If it's gonna be a wedding, I would love for it to be outside. A little outside venue. Of course, we have a little. We can do a little ceremony. I honestly don't want to get like legally married. You know what I'm saying? Like I want it to be just through. You know. me and that person like having an agreement. I don't really want it to be like the government knowing, if y'all know what I'm saying.
What you mean?
I
You
don't
don't
want it to be.
you say you don't want to sign the papers? You just want it to be like a spiritual wedding,
I
like
want it to be like my ancestors. They ain't get legally
He
married.
doing
They
it
was
like
so
Black Panther and them.
like, is we getting married? Like, it's a commitment between me and you. Yeah, I'm giving you a ring. Like, but I
This is the
don't
strength of the
necessarily
Black
want.
so
Panther.
you just don't want it down on paper.
I don't want all that legally
But
married stuff.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
this,
So let's just
this what
say,
the old heads used to do back in the day. Had about 4 or 5 families.
No, and I'm not trying to have 4 or 5 families. I'm not trying to be Diddy. Stop it.
so let's just say that two people got spiritually married and they get divorced. Then what is it? Like you just don't have to go to court. You don't have to. You just
Exactly.
break
Like,
up.
but like, I don't. Why does this whole legally married thing have to be a thing? You know?
Because I need my relationship to be down on paper. Everybody need to know.
Why do you need it to be on paper?
It doesn't have to be on paper, but like,
Like, if me and you, like, we like, okay, it's me and you against the world. What is that? Why does it have to be on paper? Me and you already made that agreement. Child, see?
You on a roll right now.
Right.
Keep going, nigga.
Like,
You about to save the whole all our money,
I'm
bro.
just
I would
saying,
need
like,
a breakdown.
like,
to
and
understand.
then
You
you
done pulled
don't
up some new stuff. I like this.
you don't have to go to court. You don't have to do all this extra stuff to like figure out who owns what. Y'all figure
So you
this
just want
out
to keep
on
your
your
money
own.
safe. That's what it is.
It ain't even that. It's not that. I just want to
That's a
come.
good
I
Telling
just
these
want
hoes,
to.
baby girl, we
There's
spiritually
so
married. That's deeper.
That's deeper.
That's deeper.
That's deeper than this paper right here, baby. Come on.
You don't even need a ring,
That's
baby
that's,
girl,
that's a
because we
different
spiritual.
perspective. That's a different
I just
perspective.
feel like if you this legally thing, it complicates things, and you can also, if you're not legally married, you can still on these taxes and things. You can be single, you know what I'm saying. You can find all these different ways to benefit your
Filing,
children. There's so many different loopholes if you remain single
you on a roll, so I'm not going
on
to dispute you
this
right now.
legal
But filing joint,
stuff.
never mind.
It's time to
You
give
on a
it
roll,
doing
so
some
keep
research.
going. Keep going. Because I ain't never heard somebody can make this sound so convincing.
He been doing some
Like,
research.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you,
Baby
like,
girl, we spiritually married. I'm saying that all
we
2021.
spiritually.
What you mean?
Like,
We in a
there's
spiritual
so many
bond.
more benefits than like letting the government know I am married to so and so.
Boy,
I think.
you sound like Dr. Umar. But
Did I just kill you right there? I killed
But
your
no.
whole vibe.
nah, you
I
said
mean,
something.
I respect it.
She said I respect it.
She respected. She respect us.
Nah, so I really do think marriage is a beautiful thing. I
It's
don't be
beautiful.
wasting people's time out here like some folks say. I don't. I really don't. But I don't. I haven't had. I don't just date to marry. I feel like people are an experience. I feel like you can